Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Fabulites. Doing a quick walk and talk. And I think I've been walking every day, but doing a quick walk and talk. There's a couple of things that are on my mind having to do with enslavement. I guess watching Handmaid's Tale. I have a limit of what I can watch. Probably once a week is plenty, but I'm trying to catch up. So I've been watching more than I would need to watch because I woke up with Handmaid's Tale on my mind. And then there's an article that's been going around that I am going to read that is about a Filipino family. I think it's called Slave in the Family or something. So, you know, I've read an article about it or reaction to it or something, but I haven't read it. I figure I think about slavery and enslavement enough, but I talked with my mom. My mom read it and she was, oh, and this happened and this happened and this happened. And then also I watched a YouTube, it's a YouTube video, but I think it's Skip Gates who did Black In. He did a Black In series. And I've watched quite a few of them, and I might have watched these already. But yesterday, for whatever reason, I watched Black in Haiti, Black in Dominican Republic. That's one document or one film. And then I also watched Black in Mexico and Black in Peru. And one of the things that was really striking to me about, I think it was Black in Mexico and Black in Peru, is, well, I guess there was one thing that I kind of took away that had me kind of really, I don't know if confused is the word, but just thinking about this whole minstrel thing. Because there was in both Peru and in Mexico, there were these minstrel type characters that were part of popular culture. And also, one of them was part of mainstream media. So there was a television show on primetime once a week with a blackface character with big pink lips. And it reminded me of somewhere in Europe, this winter, there was a blackface, black Santa Claus character that they have. And the white Europeans were like, oh, it's not racist, it's so important, it's so part of our culture, you know, we can't, you know, get rid of it. And so it kind of got me thinking about these minstrel characters and how universal they are, and how is this like a universal, you know, symbol. So it's got me thinking. It's kind of curious and confused, especially in a place like Peru or Mexico, or this European country where you think, huh, it doesn't seem like, at least from the outside looking in, like there are very many, you know, black folks. So why the need and the attachment and the universality of this symbol that somehow made sense to me in some strange way in the context of America. So, you know, that's kind of one thing that's on my mind this morning. And then the other thing that's on my mind is this whole process of enslavement and making people right. So like in this story, you know, hey, in the story, the man, you know, he tries to make up for, you know, the enslavement, his family's slave, by trying to teach her how to drive and taking her home and, you know, all of that. But the thing about it is that, you know, I felt kind of dry about the whole thing, because it's like, you know, however it benefited his family, it was a benefit to his family to steal her labor and steal her life. And there's no way to unsteal it. How do you fix that? How do you repair that? You know, how do you know, the woman, by the time he got to her, she didn't, you know, that's all she knew and all she was used to. To go back home is kind of like, you know, taking me and throwing me, just drop me off on the coast of Africa, being like, okay, good luck, nigga, good luck, you know, Negro, good luck, you know, African descendant, you know, you home now. I mean, it's ridiculous, and it doesn't make anything better. Look, I'm walking across a major street. Bella is barking at the cars. So, you know, just kind of like, you know, reparations and you just can't repair. Like, I always feel like, you know, when somebody shoots somebody, them going to jail, you know, even them getting killed don't bring the other person back. So it's like, it's not really a real reparation. There's no way some things that have been done can't be undone. And then also just thinking about in the context of the TV show, The Handmaid's Tale, you know, her being just enslaved and the different ways in which people are enslaved. And they got her on solitary confinement now, 13 days basically in her room. I mean, but they can do whatever they want. And that's what, you know, in the article about my family slave or whatever, I guess she didn't have a room. You know, they can do whatever they want. It's like how, like I might have a little fancy bed for my dog, or I might not. You know, I might treat my dog well, or I might not. I can do whatever I want. It's my dog. So anyway, just got those things on my mind today. Walking and talking. That's what I got. What you got? What you up to today? I'm filming for a play. They're trying to do some promo, so I got to get set up for that. But anyway, talk to you later, Fabulites. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Can you hear me out here on this busy street? We'll check. Peace.